Hi guys, hope you're all doing great and welcome back to my channel. I'm Chandnigalagaliartworks and you're watching Miss Chand. As promised, today is the second video of Basics of Pencil Sketch series. So without further ado, let's get started. So today in this video, let's understand shading. Basics of pencil shading. ये वीडियो लंबी होने वाली है, so it's better you grab some snack and then enjoy the video. So let's begin by understanding the terminologies. What is H? What is B? H is hardness, that is light shade. B is blackness, that is used for dark shade. And then something called as F, that is fine line. Fine line is almost equal to 0 in the time range. Like how we have 0 to again infinity of plus and infinity of minus. The same way fine line is equal to 0 in terms of pencil ranging. Now let's see how the pencil range looks like, which is quite alike the time range. As I said you, there is 0 from minus infinity and 0 from plus infinity. But the only difference is यहाँ पे minus infinity plus infinity नहीं होता है. So the minus range is called as H range and the plus range is called as B range. So H, which means to hardness, that is light shades. B, which means to blackness, that is dark shades. So the maximum of dark shades is 10B, and the maximum of minus ranges, that is H shades, is 10H. So these are variety of pencils that we get in graphite pencils, and this is called as pencil range from 10B to 10H. That's the entire range. Now let's understand pencil shades ranging from HB to 10B in depth. I will show you the lighter and the darker version of that. I am using HB from Camlin pencils now, showing you how to hold the pencil while shading and drawing. While drawing, hold the pencil near, and let me show you the don'ts and do's. I am drawing leaf for an example. When you put the complete pressure on the paper to draw, it will not look realistic. In fact, it's the wrong way to draw. Leave the pencil loose and gently brush on the paper, more like a rough sketch. You need not be accurate, just go with the flow. Do not put the pressure on the paper. Just use feathered touch to draw. That's the right way of drawing. Beat any kind of drawing. Just use the free hand to draw. That's the right way. Even while shading, don't put too much pressure on the paper and don't hold it near the tip. You won't be able to blend it later. Hold the pencil far from the tip and brush it back and forth, and that is what is called as shading. You can do it with different pressure to achieve different shades. If you see, I'm trying to shade different types of shade because I'm giving different types of pressure, so you can see them, and I will be able to easily blend them with just with my fingers. I don't need to use anything else. Now I'm using HB pencils to show you the different ranges from the lighter shade and the darker shade. So this is the lighter shade, so it is one shade, and then with little more pressure you will achieve the darker shade. There's no difference between 2B and HB, they are almost same. So now let's try 2B. So in 2B I'm doing with the lighter shade and followed by the darker shade again. So if you see, there's no much difference between HB and 2B, both are almost same, right? Just slight differences. Now I'm showing with 2B. So 2B is ideally used for skin. So if you can see, I could blend it easily, and this is what is used for the skin tone. Now I'm using 3B for the lighter version, very gently, and with little pressure I'll achieve the darker version. So if you see, there's no much difference between 2 and 3 again. And then let's come to 4B now, lighter version followed by the darker version. There's no much differences, there's little difference. So if you compare 2B and 4B, you will find little difference now, little darker, right? See, there's no much difference. Even with 2B pen, 4B pen, you can achieve 2B. And then coming to 5B, lighter version and darker version. If you see, it will gradually increase. And now I'm using 6B. So again, the lighter version. If you see, the lighter version is only little dark compared to other lighter versions, right? And then the darker version. So it's more than 5. If you see, you can see the difference coming up, right? 6. And now coming to 8B, lighter version and darker versions. Even lighter version is more brighter, and then darker version. Okay, with little more pressure we achieve darker version. Uh, 6B, 8B you can achieve from 8B itself, 6B. So yeah, I'm using 6B pen to show you the 8B darkness. With more pressure we can achieve 8B darkness. Basically the most used pencils are 4B and 6B. With 4B you can achieve the lighter version, with 6B you can achieve the darker version. Now I'm using Camlin for 10B because Faber-Castell doesn't have the 10B version, but Camlin 10B, I'm starting with the lighter version and with little more pressure achieving the darker version. If you see, this is more equal to 8B of Faber-Castell. Even the darker version is just equal to Faber-Castell. So in the set of Camlin pens, 10 is good, but yet it is, you can achieve it, it's quite the same. See, so Camlin 10B and Faber-Castell 8B are almost equal. Now I'm showing you how to smudge these colors, like how to get the lighter shade to darker shade, the transition smooth. So if you see, I'm just shading from the lighter one and going ahead to achieve the darker one. So the transition is smooth, there's no particular place where you can see only 2B and then only 3B, only 4B. The transition is smooth, so that is what you have to mainly achieve while trying to shade, because you should not be able to see those lines, the exact change where it shifts from one B to another B. So that should go smoothly. So there should be there should be a smooth transition from lighter shade to darker shade without showing any dark smudges here and there. There should be a smooth transition, and that is what is practice, that comes with practice. So the last topic of the day is understanding lightings while shading. So now, until now, we understood what is shading, and now we'll understand the importance of light in shading. So if you see, there's a ball in front of us now. So in this ball, you can see the shade. The ball is there and there's a shadow below, right? If you clearly observe the ball, you can see different types of shades on the ball. See, you can see the darker corner here. This is called as core. And then this side, you can see the ring light, right? This is my ring light reflecting. So that is the light. That part is a highlighting part. So we just highlight it with an eraser. And then coming down, you can see the down shadow. So this is all the things that you should keep in consideration while doing shading. So where you have less of light, where is darkness, that is where you do dark shading, and where is more of light, that is where we do light shading. See, now I'm using my JBL to show you shading. I'm just picking any objects around, guys, to just make you understand. So here, if you can see, the corner that I'm pointing at is a dark corner, so they have to move, and the other one, this is the light corner and the shadow below. So this is the different types of light you have to observe. So yeah, so you can see the shade behind, right? The shade is falling. So these are things that you need to consider with regards to light while shading. More important, whenever you're referring to some reference book, this is very important to understand. As a last reference, I'm just sharing my sketchbook. I didn't have time to do one particular artwork and show you guys, so I'm just referring to this to show you the different shades that I have used. So if you see, this is the charcoal art that I've done. You can see the lighter shade, the darker shade. So these describe the light, right? So the light falling on her, on her back. So that's how the light makes a huge point in drawing. So if you come to this one, see, you can see, and can you see the transition in the moon, lighter shade to darker shade? That's what I was talking about. And I have blended, so once you blend, that becomes more smoother. Even on her gown, if you see, there's a transition from the darker gown to the lighter one. So that is the smooth transition. That is what you need to achieve while drawing. So in the next video, we will talk about blending. Look at this image. So if you see, the hand upper has very light shading because the light is directly falling on that hand. If you see, the hand underneath has a lot of shades because that is not facing the light directly, it is underneath, right? So because of it, which is creating a lot of shades. You can see shades on the finger. Where the light is falling, it is less shade. Where the light is not falling, you have shadow, and that is where little darken. This picture gives you clear image of the lights and the effects of the lights. If you can see the darker sides, the lighter sides, everywhere. I hope this video was useful. It's quite lengthy, but yet I think it was useful in terms of understanding shading, understanding the effects of light on shading. So in the next video, let's learn about blending, and maybe I will try and figure out to do one particular artwork where I can show you the blending and the entire process on the art. I like this one. So thank you so much for watching till now with all the patience. I really appreciate that. So you know what to do. So please go subscribe to my channel and join my happy community. I will see you again soon with my next video. Until then, take care, stay tuned, bye bye.